It is not a smoke screen which we created.
Okay,
it is
all
a
right.
smoke screen which they created.
Mr. Sai, just stay with me. Let me just read out now what the judge in question here, Justice Verma, has in a 6-page letter dated the 22nd of March, which has been released by the courts last night. Now, what he says: this room is unlocked and accessible both from the official front gate as well as the back door of the staff quarters. It is disconnected from the main residence and is surely not a room in my house, as has been portrayed and suggested. On that day, my wife and I were not in Delhi and travelling in Madhya Pradesh, and it was only my daughter and aged mother who were at home. I returned to Delhi only on the evening of 15th March from Bhopal. When the fire broke out at around midnight, the fire service was alerted by my daughter and my private secretary, whose calls would be duly recorded. During the exercise to douse the fire, all staff and members of my household were asked to move away from the scene of the incident. After the fire was doused, and when they went back to the scene of the incident, they saw no cash or currency on the site. I state unequivocally that no cash was ever placed in the storeroom either by me or any of my family members, and strongly denounce the suggestion that the alleged cash belonged to us. The very idea or suggestion that this cash was kept or stored is totally preposterous. The suggestion that one would store cash in an open, freely accessible and commonly used storeroom near the staff quarters or in an outhouse verges on the incredible and incredulous. It is a room which is completely disassociated from my living area, and a boundary wall demarcates my living area from that outhouse. As I stated above, I returned to New Delhi on the evening of 15th March, when I was apprised of the entire incident. I vividly recollect your first phone call to me on that evening, when you apprised me of having received information of an incident of arson at my residence. I expect shock and complete disbelief, since till that time I was led to believe that it was a fire caused by a short circuit. I recall my apprising you of the nature of the premises and the articles which are usually put away for storage in that room. You had therefore requested for the PPS to be permitted to visit the site, and to which I had readily agreed. The PPS arrived later that night, and when my PS along with the PPS inspected the gutted room, no currency was either found nor was any cash in any state seen present on site. This also stands corroborated from the report which has been provided to me. Post that inspection and your instructions, the gutted room remains in the state even today. He goes on to say, we had then agreed to meet the next day before the commencement of court. It was during our meeting at the High Court Guest House that I was first shown the video and other photographs which had been shared with you by the Commissioner of Police. I was totally shocked to see the contents of the video, since that depicted something that was not found on the site as I had seen it. It was this which prompted me to observe that this clearly appeared to be a conspiracy to frame and malign me. It also lends credence to my firm belief that the entire incident is part of a sequence of events which occurred in the recent past, including unfounded allegations circulated on social media in December 2024. And when I had alluded to a conspiracy to frame me. This is what the judge says, and we put out the exact statement incomplete. Can I get one of my colleagues, Siddharth, can we just put out his entire statement? It's a 6-page statement. Let's put it out in absolute toto. We have more people joining us. I believe Sanjay Hegde joining us very shortly. I'm expecting Ujjwal Nikam to be joining us very shortly. Let me quickly, while we do the audio connection with him, sort out and get a quick question from Vikas ji. Vikas ji, we spoke a couple of days ago where there was a lot of room of known unknowns. Would you support the Supreme Court's decision, I'm assuming made by the Chief Justice, that all this matter be put in the public record?
You know, if Supreme Court forms a committee, that doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is the frequent change in stance, Every day there is a new development, and as far as what transpired between 14th to 21st, when for the first time the report surfaced on a national daily morning, what transpired has not been spelled out. What actions were taken by the Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court? Was it communicated to the Chief Justice of India? These things remained unanswered, and more importantly, the judge continued to hold the court till 20th, and he went on leave on 21st when his name surfaced. So I really do not know. And one of the illuminaries was shooting the messenger and blaming the media for carrying out these stories. One for reason, Rishabh, the good work done by the media after a long period of time. I think without the pressure or without the story breaking out in newspaper and on television, I don't think this case would have been even come to the domain of a common man in India. It would have been a cleanup operation. Despite the fact that all the agencies had reached to the scene of the fire, all the videos were made, and yet no action was taken.
Okay.
So I am not commenting too much on the committee. I think it's a criminal case, and what lot of lawyers are coming on the television and are stating that the Judges Protection Act protects them from not having a FIR. That is in discharge. Mr. Ujjwal Nigam is here. I think he will agree that that is in discharge of the official duty. And if there is a case of a PC case, taking bribe is not the official duty.
Okay.
So I don't think that there is any embargo by any statute in this country which does not only think that requirement is that the agency needs to seek the permission of the Chief Justice. That is all.
All right.
And even the Chief Justice on his own can order a criminal investigation.
Okay, fair enough.
And I think that is the need of the hour.
Stay with